Welcome to part 2 of the DC Circulator Challenge. In this challenge, 3 teams are competing to see who can ride the entire Circulator bus network the fastest. Remember, all 3 teams started at Washington Union Station. Now they have to ride all 6 routes end to end and then hurry back to Union Station to claim the title of fastest Circulator rider. We're 3 hours into the game, and looking at the scoreboard, 2 teams have completed 3 of the 6 routes, Max and Cormac, and Tom. That's me, by the way. Andy and Sammy have only completed 2 routes due to their unfortunately long wait at Woodley Park. But remember, it's still anyone's race. This is the grand finale of the Circulator Challenge.
Okay,
right,
so it's been, how long has it been,
It's
Sammy?
been an hour and 15 minutes, and it's tracking towards here on the transit app, so I think there's a good chance we're going to get it soon.
Oh, there it goes.
There it is. It's coming. A few people on there. Oh my gosh, it's been so long.
Oh.
It's been an hour and 20 minutes. It's the official amount of time.
Andy and Sammy are finally on the road again. Meanwhile, I'm at the all too familiar Union Station, having just completed the loop around the National Mall.
Thank you.
Alright, halfway done with the routes. Exactly 3 hours after the game began. Hopefully we can do the second half a little bit quicker. I'm going to quickly try to go to the bathroom and then catch the bus to Georgetown, and that should be the last long one. Remember, the Circulator to Georgetown leaves from the inner city bus terminal above the station, so it's a bit of a hike to get up there. Alright, which one is leaving first? I have a very mixed bag of experiences up here. This is the route that I use the most. And sometimes there's somebody here and they'll see you and be like, oh, look, a passenger, let's go. And sometimes you wait forever, so. Lucky for me, it seems it was option 1. Let's go to Georgetown. While I'm on bus number 4, Max and Cormac are still at McPherson Square, hoping that their 4th bus shows up soon.
14 minutes. That's not that bad.
That's not great, not terrible.
Yeah. So we heard the Andy and Sammy team had to wait an hour for this bus going in the opposite direction. So I guess in that perspective, 14 minutes is not bad.
Max, press the button.
DC Circulator. Route WP8M. To Woodley Park Aaron via Alex Morgan. Arriving in 7 minutes.
There are pretty much no end-to-end trips here where it would make more sense to take the Circulator rather than just take the Metro or take another route. I mean, I think the point of the Circulator, which I get, is you're getting off at a Metro station and you're heading to a neighborhood near that Metro station that's still a little out of walking distance.
Georgetown, basically.
I mean, even right now, if we were trying to get from McPherson Square up towards Woodley Park, why would we take the Circulator rather than just get on the Metro?
So I think what the purpose of this is actually just a way to, yeah, you go part way on the Circulator because it's like routes that you would otherwise wouldn't have. Like, it's hard to get to Georgetown, it's hard to get the wharf. Like, no one's doing that whole entire trip, except for us, today, apparently.
Stop requested.
So to get from neighborhood to neighborhood, it's nice, but like long distance travel, better options. Hey, there's our bus.
Yeah, I think that is our bus.
Here it comes.
I'm still crawling through downtown Washington, on my way to Georgetown. It's beginning to rain outside, and I'm in that mid-game slump where every minute seems to go slower than the last. This bus driver is not taking no for an answer. She's honking, she's zooming. I guess she really wants me to win, and I can respect that. The lights, however, they have it out for me.
Stop requested.
All right, made it to the end of that one. Wow, traffic in Georgetown is always so miserable. I do not understand why people insist on driving in the city. I just don't get it. I am going to bike to Roslyn. 4 hours, 10 minutes into the game. I've done 4 of the routes. I wish I would have been even faster, but I think compared to the other teams, I'm doing pretty well. We shall see.
Finally making it to McPherson Square Station. We're gonna board, go on to the next bus. Maybe we still have a chance. Back at Union Station.
Remember, between bus routes, teams are allowed to use any form of public transportation, but no cars.
Almost at Woodley Park Station.
Okay. Yeah, it's gonna rain, so let's grab some scooters here. Do the thing.
The first raindrops begin to hit the pavement as the boys ride their Lime scooters over to Georgetown. The main obstacle between Woodley Park and Georgetown is the Naval Observatory. This circular property features the home of the Vice President of the United States. But once the observatory is behind them, it's a short scoot downhill to the next circulator.
We made it. Say something.
Well, how long did it take?
This is an 11-minute take.
Yeah!
We're right here in Georgetown. We're waiting for the bus to Union Station. We just scootered over here. It was very fun. Right near this TV studio, actually, where Andy and I were interviewed on local TV about Andy on Track. So, shameless plug if you haven't watched already. Hope the next bus is coming. Bus time. Bus time. Dude, imagine if it says an hour. Like,
Are we doomed?
Here it comes. 11 minutes.
11 minutes.
Georgetown to Union Station inbound. 11 minutes in the rain.
Okay, I think we can cope. We have nothing else to do.
Meanwhile, my bike ride to Roslyn is going smoothly. When nobody's walking in my way, that is. So the Founding Fathers were really big on this concept called separation of church and state. Now, I'd like to propose we add something to that, the separation of cyclists and pedestrians. Anyways, welcome in Virginia. I'm at Roslyn, about to get on the Roslyn to DuPont Circulator. Circulator number 5, should be a short one. Yay, it's a Van Hole. Those are my favorites.
DuPont.
Fun fact, Van Hole is originally a Belgian manufacturer. They're small, they're European, and they got the big back windows. Andy and Sammy are making good progress, driving through Capitol Hill on their way to Congress Heights. But can they beat Max and Cormac?
Okay, circulator pulled out of nowhere. Is this going to be our circulator? I don't know. Meanwhile, it's dried fruit time for
Shameless plug for dried mango.
I mean, if we're doing shameless plugs, remember the prize for this challenge is this Circulator Appreciator shirt that I designed. And you can buy this shirt and many other products at the Trains Are Awesome store online. The link is in the description below this video.
Congress Heights, ready to go on the next part of the journey. It's been a long journey, but I don't know, Sammy, how are you feeling?
I am tired.
Yeah, we're both tired, but we're almost there.
So, Andy has completed what is likely his 5th route.
You think? Or 4?
So,
I think he's done the loop, the red one.
He hasn't done the red loop, but neither have we. So the real question is, now that he's gotten to Congress Heights, so he needs to get from Congress Heights to L'Enfant Plaza, and from L'Enfant Plaza to Eastern Market, and to Eastern Market to Union Station faster than we can get from Georgetown to Union Station.
And then around the red loop. Here I was thinking we were in the lead.
Yeah, we're not so sure now. Andy's strategy may have worked out. Yeah.
By the way, we just boarded a bus. It's a completely empty bus so far. We're in Georgetown, and we're going to hope it doesn't take too long to get from here to Union Station.
Whichever one of us gets to Union Station first will win, I think. And
right,
because
so
then
get on the red loop first.
Yeah, and if we get on the red loop at the same time, we're gonna have to like throw him off the bus or something. We need to like sacrifice like 100 white bulls to like the traffic gods, basically.
Sure to inform the driver if there is an emergency.
We could theoretically talk to the driver because we're the only people on this bus and be like, hey, we're in a race here. And
we could bribe him.
And then we could just have him drive us as fast and direct as possible. Like,
one more person's getting on.
Oh, yeah.
Thought we were gonna have a private bus.
Do you think anyone here would be opposed to like just us sitting in the back singing like sea shanties?
I don't know if the boys actually sang those sea shanties. Considering the driver didn't kick them off, probably not. What I do know is that their dreams of a private, fast ride to Union Station were soon crushed by the reality of Georgetown traffic. And the bus was packed too. Don't tell me nobody rides the Circulator. While they had spent a lot of time speculating about where Andy might be, they also needed to ask themselves another important question.
I wonder where Tom is.
Yeah, I wonder where Tom is too.
That is an excellent question. The answer is not too far away from you guys.
All right, it started to rain now, but made it to DuPont Circle. Only have one route left, and that's the Woodley Park McPherson Square route. Conveniently, Woodley Park is just one metro stop away.
All right, 5 minutes. I'm not gonna complain about that because the red line is under a lot of construction this weekend, so north of here, it's like every 20 minutes, so not complaining about 5 minutes. Andy and Sammy are now on their 5th bus as well, the L'Enfant to Eastern Market route. Things are getting pretty stressful for me. I have one bus left, but it's the one that has caused everybody else lots of trouble.
You guys, I ran up the escalator and the bus is right around the corner. I think I have a really good shot at this. I barely made that. Had I not run up the escalator, I would not have made that.
The circulator from Woodley Park to McPherson Square is actually pretty fast once you're actually on it, since it only has a few intermediate stops.
I'm like anxiously holding on to my phone because, you know, it's still anybody's race. Like, if FaceTime goes off, that means somebody else has won and it's game over.
It's not long before I arrive at McPherson Square, being the first to have all 6 circulator routes under my belt. But that doesn't mean I've won yet.
Thank you. Okay, that was the last circulator. We've done all 6, can you believe it? And no FaceTime call yet, so I'm gonna run to the metro and make it to Union Station. I really think we might win this thing.
Oh, the metro's here. Good. What's this mysterious black substance on my hand? Doesn't matter. One more train to Union Station. The group chat's been silent for over an hour. Where are the other teams? What if they're closer? This close to victory? Can I afford to be hopeful?
Guys, we made it. We won. Oh my goodness. I gotta call the guys.
I called the other teams. The boys decided that for the sake of time, they would both try to make it back to Union Station to determine who would win second place.
Last transfer, we're gonna try to get on that Congress Heights bus over there. Rain's starting to let up, so that's a positive. Wow, that's quite the view.
That is a vibe shot right there.
We may be last, probably, but we still get the vibes.
And here we are, back where it all started. So I think as soon as we get in, we can stop the timer
And call ourselves
second
Number
place.
2! Confirmed. We're in last place. Yeah, third place. That sounds a lot better. That sounds a lot better. And you know what? The rain stopped. And, you know, it's a good way to have a brighter look on the day. Woodley Park, man.
Okay, so we made it back to Union Station, but we didn't do the red National Mall loop line at the end, and neither did Andy's.
We would have taken another hour, and what's the point? Because the first person to board that bus won, and as it happens, we got here first, so we could have boarded first. But like, we really want to see the monuments. Like, I want dinner. I want to sit down and relax and watch a bad movie.
Once we learned that Tom already won, we, on the bus, texted with the group, and we just decided between Andy's group, Andy and Sammy, and our group, that whoever would get to Union Station first would win second.
We had a more efficient group than Andy. Andy, I don't know what Andy was doing.
Yeah.
Why I think Tom beat us is that he did something very similar on the east side of DC, but we had like an equivalently efficient route on the east side, but what we really should have done is replicated his route on the west side. Once we got DuPont Circle from Rosslyn, we had a weird choice where we couldn't go up to Woodley Park, which is the most efficient way to that route, because then we would have ended that up at McPherson Square, and how are we going to get from there to Georgetown? Right. So instead we had to go all the way back we had to walk to McPherson Square, which was kind of awkward and cost us like 25 minutes. That's just less elegant than what he did, so he got us.
He had the better route.
So I think strategy definitely plays a role in the circulator challenge, but luck is also a big factor. Strategy-wise, what I think I did well is that I made sure the distances between circulator routes were as short as possible. But what it really comes down to is I just got incredibly lucky with my wait times. Except for the first bus, I never had to wait more than 5 minutes for a bus. And the other teams, they had much longer waits.
Thank you. We're back. Oh my God, we're back.
Where we started. Look at the building with the rain and the sun.
Oh, it's beautiful. It may be raining, but the sun is out there. The vibes are immaculate. All right. Wait, how do you think today went?
It went pretty well. I mean, other than Woodley Park, it went pretty much perfect.
Yeah, honestly,
Every other bus
yeah.
was just waiting, and we left within 2 or 3 minutes.
Yeah, well, thank you so much for being a part of my team. This was great.
So, can you do the DC Circulator, all 6 routes, in one day? Tom proves you can do it under 6 hours.
Which
Should you? Probably not.
no, I think our conclusion at this point is probably not.
Probably not.
This isn't what the circulator is for. You're not supposed to take the circulator all the way from Georgetown to Union Station. You're supposed to take it to Farragut Square, or you're supposed to take it from like Farragut Square to Mount Vernon Square. This is like to connect different neighborhoods in the city, and because of this, the circulators often take the long and winding routes. Like, if the circulator was like trying to take the most direct route, the map wouldn't look the way it does.
Honestly, I am pretty upset that they're cutting it. I ride the circulator very frequently, and because I appreciate the circulator, that's why I invented this challenge. But they just don't take it seriously. It's like management does their thing over here, onboard staff does their thing over here. There's no reason why they cannot enforce a tight schedule. There's no reason why they're not stricter about making sure the trackers are on, that the card readers are on.
Is there a role for something like the circulator? Yes, I think if DC really wanted to commit to it, they would need to have more frequent buses. It's supposed to go every 10 minutes. I think today a lot of us found out it doesn't necessarily leave the terminus stations every 10 minutes. Like you said, maybe more direct routings and maybe dedicated bus lanes would be great to really get through some of those neighborhoods where we're just stuck in traffic a lot.
We hit a lot of red lights. We were stuck in traffic a lot.
Yeah, signal priority.
The city could invest in signal priority or bus lanes, and they don't do any of that. They just let the circulator kind of flop around in traffic, doing its own thing, and then it's the perfect target. It's like, look at this terrible bus, we're better off without it. I don't think so. I'm a circulator appreciator. I'm gonna be riding it until the very end, and this will not be the last circulator video you see.
A great time, truly a great time. But that 1 hour and 30 minutes in Woodley Park, that's pretty inexcusable. Otherwise, it worked pretty well. Empty in some parts, busy in other parts, but well.
Number two!
Oh my God. We're back here in Union Station Main Hall. I'm here with Max and Cormac, second place people, winners.
Second place.
Yeah, second place.
Second place winners.
Yeah, Tom really did it very well. I think we would have done very well too.
Very well.
We would have been great had we not waited an hour and a half at Woodley Park. Nonetheless,
Should you take every circulator route in one day?
probably not. I mean, no. Where are you going? Like, what errands do you have to run? But maybe you do. But you can. And now you know. Till the next time.
We'll see you
on the circulator.
circulator.
Well, if it stays open.